guys, how are we doing today? And I wanted to ask you a question before I started the video. If I asked you about Gucci or Adidas or Nike, I'm pretty sure all these logos would be popping up in your head. But what if you could do this for your brand? What if your logo would be popping in people's head when your brand name is talked about? How do you do that? How do you do that in today's day and age, which isn't really black and white? We have social media, we have reels, we have posts, we have tweets, all of that. How do you make a brand using social media? Hey guys, this is Jay Sastravade from Vadu TV, and today we are going to be talking about 3 social media platforms that you can use to make your brand visible. So, this is going to be a very no-nonsense kind of a video, quick, short, and with some helpful tips. So make sure that you watch the video fully, and if you do have any suggestions of your own, make sure that you do comment down below. And by the way, if you do like our videos, if you do like our subject of videos, make sure that you do subscribe to our channel so that we can give you more of this content. Without any further ado, let's get started. The first thing we're going to be talking about is YouTube, the place where you're watching this video right now. Now, YouTube is somewhat of a behemoth. It's a giant, When it comes to social media, YouTube is huge. Why? Because the amount of content creators is in millions. There are millions of content creators on YouTube. So how do you cut through this competition and become known? Well, you work hard. But that's not what I'm here for. See, you must understand the idea of building a brand is somewhat crucial for growth, right? And when it comes to YouTube, YouTube wants you to do certain things for your brand to be known. Well, firstly, don't make a channel that is blank. YouTube wants channels that have the branding on them. That's why you've been given the branding menu. So make sure that you use the branding menu. I've seen a lot of people with really good businesses that have good YouTube accounts, but their YouTube channel lacks branding, and you need branding on your YouTube channel. So make sure that you put a nice YouTube banner, you have a nice profile picture, all of that is going on, and you have a great presence. Even in your videos, somewhere there should be a logo visible. YouTube does allow you to put it. You can just use a normal thumbnail, add it down below, and anyone who clicks on it will get information about your channel right away from the video. So make sure you do that. The second thing, what is the type of content and how often should you create? When you're a new channel, make sure that you create short and sweet and useful content. And while you do so, include your branding in it. Let's say you're talking about the 10 best video hosting platforms. So if we are talking about the 10 best video hosting platforms, we are but obviously going to include Vadu TV. By the way, if you haven't checked us out, make sure that you do that right now from the link given down below. See, did you see what I did there? Yes, there was segue, my brand was visible, it was known that okay, these guys are also self-promoting, but at the same time the user is getting something, the viewer is getting something, and that is exactly the type of feeling we want to give to people. So make sure that you do that. Other than this, how you can create your brand awareness on YouTube is by interacting. A lot of time people, as their channel grows, as there are more subscribers, stop interacting with the subscribers. But they do not realize these are the people that are propagating your brand, that are, these people are the reason why your brand is known. So you need to interact them with more. For a very simple reason, if you interact more with your subscribers, what happens is they pass on the message. They tell the world that okay, this person really cares about the subscribers, they want to know how we feel. Make sure that you put out polls, make sure that in your videos you ask people to comment down below their thoughts, their feelings, and you take that into account. A lot of times I've seen a lot of creators who want to build a brand, but the issue is they do not take in account or what their subscribers are telling them, and that causes a real big issue for them. So make sure that you do that. Right now we are coming on to the second social media platform, which is currently hyped up pretty much, which is Instagram. So mostly Instagram right now is famous for reels, because a lot of businesses are getting traction because of reels. So we have made a video on how you can make reels for yourself and upload them. You can find that in the I button. Now this video will help you how to make reels, but today I'm going to tell you how you can create like brand awareness using Instagram. So firstly, reels, right? I think that was but obvious. You have to create reels, and The reason why people today are interested in two types of contents, when they really have a lot of time, they watch long form content. But most of the times when they're, let's say, traveling, they're stuck in traffic, they will start checking YouTube Reels because it's quick, easy. You're watching something for 30 seconds at the best, and in that 30 seconds you're getting a lot of information. So people do want to watch that. So create Reels, and using the Reels is a very interesting thing here, right? Firstly, start using trending audios. Create Reels that are not related to your business and related to your business, right? So a lot of time people feel that if you only make marketing content, you will succeed, or if you only don't make marketing content, you will succeed. You have to strike a balance between the both, and that needs to be done. So when it comes to short form content, have some fun videos so that people are attracted to your channel, and have some educational videos about your brand, because people are interested in that if the video is made right. Again, like I said, you can go in the I button and find out how it's done. But if you do want to make a reel, you can use an app called Story Beats, which is a very nice and quick way to create interesting reels, especially if you're in the travel industry. So that is something that is very cool. Other than that, start using hashtags and start making your own hashtags. A lot of times people get stuck in using other people's hashtag or other brands hashtag, and that is fine. When you want to get your initial traction, that is fine, but start creating your own hashtags, because when this hashtag starts trending or even gets some traction, people are interested in knowing how did this hashtag come up, and that is when your brand awareness increases. So make sure that you actually use these hashtags or even make these hashtags to create your brand awareness, right? That is very important. Also, create posts that are interactive. A lot of people, a lot of brands, they put a post out there on Instagram, and some of them don't really have any interaction there, and the reason being the post is non-interactive. If you're launching a new product, ask people what are they currently using. Let's say you're launching a phone, for example. It's a pretty big thing, but let's say you're launching a phone right now. uh, Announce that on Instagram, put a picture of that phone on Instagram, and in the caption tell people to actually write what phone they're currently using right now. Now it is interesting because a lot of people are going to give you the comment saying I'm using this, I'm using that, but for Instagram it really doesn't care. The only thing Instagram does care about is how many people are interacting with your post, and in this case a lot of people are going to interact with your post, and that is how you can propel your brand on Instagram too. Now we are moving to the third and the last social media. Obviously, do not worry, there will be a part 2 of this video, so make sure that you've subscribed to the channel for the same. But we're going on to Twitter now, and Twitter is again very trendy right now. It is currently the in thing for Gen Z, and most of the customers that buy on a whim are your quick to buy things are generally Gen Z. So that would be a great target market for most of the businesses and entrepreneurs out there. So how do you create a brand on Twitter? Now that is a bit complex. We have already made a video on how you can create views for your YouTube channel using Twitter, that you can find in the I button. But here we are going to focus on creating a brand. So firstly, start tweeting. Now I know it like, oh, so obvious, Sherlock, but that's not the case. So what happens is, a lot of times businesses, they don't really tweet all that often. They think that they should only tweet when there's a big thing, but no. See, Twitter is a platform that is mostly based on conversations, discussions, and basically topics to follow. And here, if you don't keep putting out something or the other, whether it's we had an employee party today, or our product sales increased by 10%, whatever it is, make sure that you put it out there on Twitter, because Twitter is a platform that wants people to constantly stay there, that wants people to discuss. So you should be one creating the discussion for Twitter to promote you. So make sure that you do that. Comment on other people's tweet. It is really important. Have you ever heard of those news where a brand has replied to a feedback in a very funny way? Yeah, that is important, because most of the times brands do this to get coverage, and they do get coverage to this, right? So you need to be witty and funny when you are replying on Twitter. A lot of times some feedbacks are funny, are intended to be funny by the users, and the answers to it should not be plain and simple. If you do have any issues, please contact our support. If they are being witty and funny, be witty and funny. what that does is it creates a hype, it creates a buzz. People want to now tweet to your account to see what you will reply to them, right? They don't want the only person who has gotten a witty tweet from you. They also want to jump on that bandwagon. And as your brand keeps on increasing, as your brand grows, as it's known, this helps, because if you make people want to tweet to your account, you're going to create a huge brand coverage on Twitter. Also post photos. A lot of time people just keep on tweeting without any photos, but if you haven't yet realized and if you haven't observed the Twitter platform right now, they also want people to post media, because media is a, a certainly an eye catcher and an instant, like, hey, that seems interesting. You need that. So make sure that you do put up some kind of a photo there with your post, with your tweet. Do put up something very interesting. Make short videos and put them up, because that's what makes the tweet interesting, something different. See, the basic idea of creating a brand is to be different, and from that create awareness about why are you different, how are you different, and why should people consider you. So that is the crux of the situation here. Now, these were the top 3 social medias where you can create brand awareness, and I hope this will help you. If you do have any suggestions for us, make sure that you do comment down below. And if you yourself have some interesting strategies that can help other people, do comment down below. It will only help people, right? Thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.